Well, you certainly put on a show for us here at the World. We talked about the game and the pageantry that's there, but three tremendous servants behind them winning the 50th cap.
Pageantry, emotion. It's all bubbled up nicely. Here's the Irish side, 10 Leinster players, 3 Munster, 2 Connacht in the starting 15. Finlay Bealham and Caelan Doris both make their 50th international appearances for Ireland in a very settled looking pack. Backline settled as well, albeit that there's a late change with Calvin Nash in for James Lowe, who was injured in the warm-up. Sam Prendergast continues to pull the strings at 10. For France, well, 4 from Toulouse and Toulon, 3 from Bordeaux and La Rochelle, and 1 from Lyon make up the starting 15. Now, Vaca, Gross and Antonio, a powerful front row. Well, look, they have power everywhere in that. What a bouncer of an atmosphere. For those of you with an allegiance, your emotions go into the blender. For the rest of us, a game to savor. We're off and running at the Aviva. They have conceded nothing, and they knew that Ireland would start on a wave of emotion with that home advantage fully voiced behind them, and they've weathered it out. And Ireland go in over the breakdown, and now it's their turn to get the turnover. 10 minutes on the clock, and Sam Prendergast has the first opportunity of the afternoon. 17 points against Wales. He was out there with Johnny Sexton kicking pre-match. That one has hit the post. Penno alive to the problem. And Tamac, and from one side to the other in 3 passes. Ramos sees a couple of forwards, and BLBLE will chip and chase, and the bounce of the ball goes Robbie Henshaw's way, if only just. Penalty to France.
For me, the actions of 4 are cynical and deliberate. Pull back the French player, it's going to be a yellow card.
Joe McCarthy can have no complaints based on that evidence. 23-year-old making his 18th international cap. He's had such an impact at such a young age in that position in particular, but he's put himself and his team in a position that they're going to have to operate with 14 for the next 10 minutes.
And what do they do? Yeah, do they go for the penalty? Do they go for the corner? I'll go for the corner. You've lost 140 down to 7. He's a big lump of a man. That's what I would have done.
Thanks for trusting the process there. Yep,
okay,
here we go.
Intermac is going to go for Paul. No, he's not.
He's going for the corner. He must have heard you, David.
Well, it makes sense. His numerical advantage, especially, and McCarthy is a big lump. He's a great line-out defender. He gets in the way, gets his balls all over the place. Now France, can you deliver?
Who's the receiver? Who's the receiver? Are you the receiver?
14-man Ireland defends against the first real threat deep inside their territory that France have offered. And they go to the maul. And Malvac is at the back of the maul. That's moving forward and has advantage. Side entry against Ireland. Dupont off the side. One pass. BLBLE is in. His 6th try of this Guinness Six Nations. And France have absorbed and absorbed and absorbed, and in a single moment have hit the front with Dupont again pulling. As McCarthy is hit by Aldrit, who's been magnificent. He's France's captain now with Dupont gone. Henshaw kick in behind, but maybe he should have held onto it, and Ramos will kick to touch. As Simon Easterby looks on. 67% from Prendergast from the tee is not what he will have required, but that will go some way to helping that statistic improve. They're on their feet at the Aviva. They have something to cheer. Ireland within 2 as 35 minutes approaches. It's Ireland 3, France 5.
Taking their opportunity there. You said Gregory Aldrit. I have no confirmation of that, but I'm just presuming with his experience of captaincy, and Dupont is off for the... That is the news, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world. Anton Dupont is off the pitch, so we will have to see, and we'll report back exactly what the injury is.
Penalty. Not sure it was as subtle as Andrew Porter would like it to have been.
No.
Ramos to give France a 5-point lead again. Straight and true. Flags go up. Was the villain of the piece with a yellow card after about 20 minutes.
Advantage.
Ireland have
Five
advantage,
offside.
which is going to give them a little bit of territory before
Number
the break.
4,
And
sorry.
Prendergast happy to have a little kick and chase in that one. So we all settle down for the last moment of the
Wait.
first half. Is this a point-scoring moment from Prendergast? Crowd think it might be. Referees, assistants agree, and that will give you a bounce into the changing room if you're Sam Prendergast and if you're Ireland. They started out of the blocks so well, but France got the opening try. It's been, a big old arm wrestle that's had so much to offer. There are some sore, battered bodies out there. The benches are going to play their role. We're off and running at the start of the second half. It's a 2-point game. It's an absorbing game.
He knows exactly what he was doing, but do Ireland know what they're doing?
Possession. So much
access is
from the line-out required, and the line-out delivers. And Ireland and Dan Sheehan have a little bit back, and Sheehan scores! Ireland eventually find a way around the blue wall. 2 minutes and 50 seconds into the second half. Dan Sheehan has his 12th international try, his second of this Six Nations Championship, and this place is hopping.
Absolutely rocking. Tagburn, up you go, fella. You're there, that's a great setup, absolutely perfect.
We've still got advantage.
Barassi is down and hurt, and we'll come back to that as Moefana takes it into contact. Gross picks and goes. Luku looking to fill the boots of Dupont, and he flicks it out to Bounéon. Oh, that's a try. Alexis Luku could have gone up another level, it just has.
Well, the mitigating circumstances there. Flamand goes through on Peter Amani. Peter Amani is actually retreating. But did he make contact? Yes, he did. The referee's seen all that. He's digested of all that. Bounéon scores the try. He said it was a try on the pitch. He's gone to the TMO. Lucas celebrates.
So we're looking at an upright tackle by 11 Green.
It's Nash.
Okay. So looking at the actions of 11 Green. Potential foul play on 11 Green. Let's have a look at that, please.
The pack arrived. The refreshed French pack arrived. They arrive in numbers, and they've got players out wide. Peno's on one of those runs of his. BLBRE reaches to the sky, gathers and plays, and Prendergast goes after it, and BLBRE and Luku.
France still won it, and it was just wide numbers, absolutely numbers. Penaud just decides to go in there. Was that the wrong decision? Well, we'll see, because he had plenty of people just to put that through. BLBRE, as he normally does, puts it on the toe. And we will have to see. He has finished it. Unbelievable. Brilliant.
BLBRE, wow. 2 tries against England, 2 tries against Wales. Of the highest order for Ireland to try
Advantage.
and dampen down, and they have advantage again, France. Out wide it goes. Ramos, Gibson Park, and they'll go back for the advantage. There it is, on the left-hand side as well. Didn't knock a moment out of him. Ramos with another 3. And even more so when the bodies are tired. Around the corner, Bounéon goes. France in search of what would be a bonus point try at this point. Unthinkable when Sheehan scored at the start of the second half. Very much on the French agenda right now. Giroud, he's got there. He's got there. And that surely is the game. And it may well be the Six Nations Championship. Yes, the Scots will have something to say. Yes, Ireland and England still have something to play for. But right now, you would not bet against this French side.
Well, the La Rochelle back row forward has just not sort of get himself out of jail for that horrendous kick in the midfield about 3 minutes ago. Just buys his time, and look at that, stretch out.
Sheehan did well to hold on there, but it pops
went
out
backwards.
and Sean picks it up again. Luku is having a little look for it and gets it. France ship it on.
Advantage.
Good hands from Meafou, but there's another advantage. And Ramos continues just to turn that screw on Ireland. And Fabien Galthié with his golden generation under a lot of pressure. It was win or bust for many people today for Fabien Galthié's coaching ticket. Had they finished mid-table, surely he couldn't have continued again. Now he's on the cusp of a championship with work to do.
And if you saw the under-20s French side dispatch Ireland, and it's going to be a classic game against England, the under-20s, the pathway, England got a few coming through, France, unbelievable talent coming through. Unbelievable.
Advantage over.
Moefana and Ramos. They will happily hold on to possession, play in and around that middle of the pitch and run the clock down Ireland. Final 7 minutes of this one. Ireland looking for another try. Gets to Nash, but Nash gets pinned. Luku, great tackle from the replacement scrum half. Ireland have an advantage and they'll get the penalty.
They'll get a yellow as well.
And France eventually tests the referee's patience just a little bit too much.
I've got to say, if anyone gets a chance of watching this back, just watch that last set of play. Yes, they give a penalty away. The speed that France get off the floor to defend.
Ireland
short for me.
Just shorts as the referee. Pulled on and then picked off. And Ramos is away and gone. And look who's on his shoulder. Damien Penaud. It's a record-breaking, monumental moment. France's all-time equal try scorer, Damien Penaud.
5 minutes to go, and then this happens. Ramos is thinking, am I going to get there? In normal time, he'd probably go for it. Penaud's on his right-hand side, sorry, my dyslexia, and that's just a killer. People now are leaving the Aviva in droves.
Hey, what a moment. Damien Penaud, big smile on the face.
Please, have a look at that guy with the red crash hat on. He's brilliant.
Ireland continue to bash away at the door. Cian Healy, on the day of his last home international appearance, will take a try away to remember. Try number 13 for the man who made his debut all the way back in 2009. The scoreboard will look better as a result, but the occasion, well, it's all France.
Take time off here.
And Ireland, though, will get the penalty.
I asked you to release, you went off your feet.
Prendergast goes quickly. Ireland do have numbers. Crowley, Conan, and it'll be another 5 points. But a little bit like England when they came here against Ireland in round one. They scored a couple of late tries that made it look better than it actually was. This time it's Ireland with a couple of late tries making it look better than it truly was. On its way from the boot of Sam Prendergast. That will be good. And it's a positive finish for Ireland. But today was about that team, about that French side, and what they brought to the party. They brought flair, they brought power, they brought a full court press, and a game that Ireland simply couldn't live with at times. Tries from Biel Barry, not once but twice, Boudéon, Jégu, and a record equaling Damien Penaud